Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is a pretty big LEGO News weekly update video. Lots of new official summer 2020 theme sets have been revealed, so we're going to be showing off all of them, as many as we can, of course, without getting in trouble from LEGO as like a leak or something, because I know there was a big one that happened this week that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I'm sure you've all heard of. Anyways, tons of stuff to get into. Before we jump into the first story, the custom build that went up in the web store this week is the Delta 7 and Delta 7B, specifically Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter and Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. From the designer Lewis, he really went to great lengths in order to get some wonderful angles, lots of details, and he managed to fit it all into a relatively small compact space for minifig scale. If you guys at all want to build some really highly detailed custom LEGO creations, I highly recommend you check out our web store. It helps support us, helps support the designers we work with like Lewis. And righto, let's jump into the first story. There's lots of different themes to talk about. Let's start off with City. I don't believe this is every single new city set for summer, but it is a lot, and there are some great sets to take a look at. Starting from the biggest moving down, we've got another Ocean Explorers theme for City, and the largest one it looks like is called Ocean Explorers Research Boat set number 60266. It is a massive tanker here. I feel like the last time we got this mold, it was a fire set. So last time the mold was in red, this time it's in dark blue, and there are a lot of interesting pieces included here. Right off the bat, I've noticed a new mold for a larger shark. It looks like a great white, which is awesome. We get a ray, a stingray, new molds it looks like for a diver suit. That's an awesome combination of windscreen pieces for the small submarine. Shipwreckage, a helicopter, and a great build on top of this large mold for the research boat. Price is not yet listed, and you'll also notice from the box art there is a National Geographic theme to this. It looks like they've partnered with National Geographic, which is kind of fun. Suppose they're going for a slightly more realistic form of deep sea exploration. This is the Ocean Explorers Exploration Base. Looks like the modules can all break off, one of which I think is actually a self-propelling submarine, which is fun. I really like the little mini sub. You can see a hammerhead shark mold, which is new, and you'll also notice that the treasure chest has all of the infinity stones, maybe, or something like that. Definitely a fan of the color combination. I think yellow is just a great color for submarines in general. And then this next set is called the Ocean Explorers Exploration Submarine. It looks like it's a little bit more deep sea oriented. We have a glowing anglerfish piece, which is awesome, and it feels like the primary build for this set really is just the submarine. I think the largest submarine you can get from the theme for this wave. There is a foreign up set, which is just a single man sub, hammerhead shark, and a treasure chest. My guess is it won't be that cheap, but probably the cheapest way you're going to be getting that hammerhead shark mold, which is really cool looking. And then let's move on to the more general town city sets. There is a passenger plane set, number 60262. Its primary accent color this time around is that deeper yellow. There's a small build for a little piece of airport that's got some of the lobby, the air traffic control tower, and maybe a shuttle tramp with those tracks there. But frankly, I think the figs here look cool, and I also just like those little airport vehicles. It looks like they're going to be loading a car onto this plane, or there's an option to do that. The figs in particular actually look pretty good and unique. Looks like lots of new prints. And then there is a foreign up set with a very funny looking chibi style plane, and of course tons of figs and lots of other little airport accessories. Last up is the air race set. You get two pull string helicopters and a decent looking build for a stunt plane with a couple other little accessories. These pictures originally came from a Portuguese retailer. I saw these from Alan Tran at thebrickfan.com, and we are moving on. Personally, I think Creator really brought the heat this time around. The largest one from the wave that's revealed so far, and I think this is going to be the biggest one from the wave, is the Pirate Ship set number 31109. My guess is that they knew the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set was going to be a pretty cool one, so here we go. This is a totally brick built hull, which I really appreciate. and I'm glad that we're just getting new pirates, new captain, pirate captain, and the build style very much fits in line with the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, the Black Seas Barracuda. It looks like it could be a smaller ship that you could do battle with, or something that could definitely fit within that universe. The alternate builds include a Skull Island, it looks like, and also a ship port. The 3-in-1 builds have been getting better and better as these alternate builds sets go on in time. They're just the quality of the rebuildability has gone up in my opinion. The next 3-in-1 creator is the Family Vacation Caravan. It looks like the vehicles are slightly upscaled from what you would guess as a minifig scale or a city scale build, but the details are awesome. I really like that color combination that we have for the caravan in the back especially, and the brick-built animals look particularly fun. You get a brick-built skunk that seems to be spraying the dad in the front picture. The alternate builds show a larger RV and also a lighthouse, which is great. The next one is the Lunar Exploration Rover. I don't know what it is about this. It doesn't quite grab me as much as the other ones, though the build for the rover is actually pretty fun. We have a cool build for an alien. I think that might be my favorite part, and personally I think the alternate build for that little spaceship is kind of cool too. Now moving on, some of the listings for the Ninjago Summer 2020 wave have been revealed. This is the Firestone Mech, set number 71720. The armor detailing for the shoulders look nice. Also the legs have a nice sort of fluid feeling to them, but it's hard to get any really good details from these pics, so I'm gonna go kind of fast. This is the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. There's a lot of artistic stylization behind this set. It's really hard to see how cool it is without all this dramatic lighting, but once again, this is actually a pretty cool one. This is a smaller Destiny's Bounty. I really like the red highlights. The dragon face in the front looks awesome, and I'm always a big fan of new vinyl sail pieces. So far, this is the coolest looking Ninjago set for me personally. It's one of the legacy ones, and then there is a 4-and-up Juniors Legacy set, the Storm Fighter Battle. Also, the next Spinjitzu sets are coming down the line. We have Lloyd's Spinjitzu Burst set. I think there's going to be, of course, one for each of the main guys. And it looks like that burst thing, it actually blows open when you spin it around. It looks like there's some kind of new function like that. Also, the end of April is coming, which means the beginning of May, and the May the 4th promotions are actually starting on May 1st. I don't know if that's been the case for previous years, but it is for this year, so the May the 4th promos are starting May 1st. The UCS A-Wing Starfighter is of course available that day. Double VIP points for LEGO Star Wars products. Sales on particular Star Wars sets like always. And then with a purchase of $75 or more, you get the Star Wars Death Star 2 Battle. Set number 40407, it is 235 pieces. And it outlines an A-Wing being pursued by an interceptor over the surface of the Death Star 2. You can see it is that with the red highlights. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the way some of these micro builds look here. The last couple of Star Wars promos have had similar micro scale builds that I have completely skipped over. This time around, I am getting the A-Wing in store on the opening day, so I will end up getting this set, but I'm not excited for it like I would be excited for an exclusive minifigure, even though the last couple weren't that great anyways. Who knows, maybe they'll come back around to having cool promos, maybe a slightly higher incentive, but double VIP works for me. And then if you missed the mini Droid Commander set that came out originally for, I think, the release of the boost version of this set, you can get it for 1,350 VIP points. Personally, I wish this was just part of the Star Wars promo thing. This isn't something that I'll really want to get on my own, but because that Gonk is technically exclusive and he'll count as an exclusive minifigure, I'll probably just source the parts and buy him separately later down the line. Now, I know this was mentioned a couple months ago, totally changing gears now. We mentioned this back a while ago, but Universal Pictures and LEGO have signed, or now they've officially signed, a 5-year movie partnership deal. We knew the talks were happening with Universal and that Warner Bros. And LEGO were kind of severing ways or parting ways for the time, and this news came from Deadline, but yes, the LEGO movies are going to be coming from Universal. This means different licenses will be partnering with LEGO for the next few years, which will be interesting. And I'll be curious to see what this new era of LEGO media movie content is going to look like in the future. Moving on to ideas, LEGO ideas, another set every single week. At least one set gets voted in with 10,000 votes of support. This is the Working Waterfall with Continuous Flowing Water by LEGO Paradise. I know this is something that we've highlighted in the past. It looks cool, it got 10,000 votes. My guess is they're gonna clean up the back in some way, shape, or form if it does officially get accepted, and it certainly is an interesting and cool concept for any type of LEGO design. It really is kind of a fun build. Alan Tran at thebrickfan.com released an interesting little blurb article talking about how LEGO Ideas has changed. I think it's just gotten more popular, more people have gotten voted in this particular review stage than any other, and the question is, do they need to up the 10,000 vote threshold or just start producing more ideas sets per review stage? Or maybe both, who knows? Anyways, he's left an open link form there. You can comment in his article. You can comment in this video if you like. But that is going to be it for this LEGO Weekly News Update. Remember, top 10 mocks of the week is tomorrow. If you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.